back with another video. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to this channel because you gotta be part of the gang. Gotta be part of the gang because it's gonna get lit here, okay? You're already in the gang and you coming back to watch this video, girl, you poppin', welcome back. Today's video is something that's kind of close to my heart, in a way, kind of, sort of close to my heart, but as you read on the title, it's about my favorite things in the whole world, my books. Now, you know me, you know I love to read, and you already know that you have rarely seen me without a book in my hand or in my purse. I don't go nowhere without my books, I'm gonna tell you right now, because I don't got a car, I go on the train or the bus, and I don't like to be bored. I don't like to be sitting here looking at people looking at me. I don't want eye contact. I'm very antisocial in public to an extent, but I gotta have my book. Anyways, this is all the books, well, not all of them, but majority of the books that I have in my possession in my house. But some of them are locked away and I kind of didn't feel like getting all of them, so we're just gonna have to deal with the ones I have in my room. But I'm telling you right now, I'm about to put y'all onto some shit. I'm about to put y'all onto something, okay? Now, majority of my books, well, not majority of them, some of them were recommended to me and others were like something that I stumbled upon. I'm always in search for more books to read, and like, it gets crazy. Anyways, let's get in straight into the video. Alright, I don't even know where to begin. I'm so excited. Okay, should I begin? Alright, I'm gonna begin with all my single books, like not my series, but the miscellaneous, like not miscellaneous, like single books that I have, just standard by themselves. They're mostly just like, either some of them are like young adult books or like fantasy books, because I'm all about them fiction, okay? I'm all about the fiction. I love fantasy, I love magic, all of that, because I live a magical life, so I gotta read my magical books. Anyways, this book is called The Fatherless Daughter Project by two doctors. I don't really know how to say their names. I'm not even gonna attempt, but this is what it looks like. Anyway, this is called The Fatherless Daughter Project, Understanding Our Losses and Reclaiming Our Lives. It was really a good book. It was really a good book. I really feel like it was very informative and it helped me a lot through all of my issues and how to kind of redirect those kind of issues when it comes to relationships and like friendships in general. Relationships in general, whether it's like friendships or like romantic relationships, and how you like interact with others, and it shows how like your issues with your dad can affect all these relationships, and how you can, like, you know, just redirect those issues into something positive, you know. But there's that. Then there is, this book was given to me by my friend Ari. She knows me, okay? I love like an informative book. Me and her are like book sisters, book soul sisters, if that's even a thing. But this is The Woman's Guide to Total Self-Esteem, the 8 Secrets You Need to Know, by these two doctors with names I cannot pronounce again. But I'll link it in the description box below and you guys can check it out. But this book is this book is good, okay? When I tell you this book is good, this book is good, okay? Like, it comes with like exercises that you could do at the end of each chapter to help you with basically what the chapter was talking about, like developing healthy selfishness. I struggle a lot with that because I feel like I do a lot for other people and I barely do anything for myself. So it helped me, like, it gave me an exercise at the end of that chapter to help me kind of helped me kind of like, you know, just learn to be selfish sometimes. That it's good to be selfish sometimes, you know. Treat yourself to like the little things, whether it's like give yourself like an hour to read a day, give some like time to do things that you want to do without feeling guilty about it, without thinking about anyone else but yourself, and just, you know, relishing in that. And I've been doing that every day, and now I don't do anything that I don't want to do. Okay, I don't do nothing that I don't want to do, and I don't put nobody before me, period. Anyways, but there is that helped a lot. Then there's this book called The Stress Cure: How to Resolve Stress, Build Resilience, and Boost Your Energy by Patrick Holford and Susanna Lawson. I haven't really finished this book, and this is like one of those books. I got it from the library and I never brought it back. Don't be snitching, y'all. Anyways, this book, I can't really say much about this book because it kind of was boring to me. I'm not gonna say it was boring, all right? It was out of my comfort zone, out of like, you know, the zone of that I'm used to reading, like out of the stuff I'm used to reading. So I wasn't interested in it. And you know what? I'm about to force myself to read this book. It may be beneficial to me because Lord knows I got anxiety and stress in my life. Lord knows I need this book. I'm about to start reading this book. Next is one of my recently bought books. I kind of got into like the more spiritual aspect of my life, you know, with like chakras and like stuff like that. So I went to this bookshop / like, it was a bookshop with my friend Ari. You know, when there's books, it's me and Ari's there. So it was a bookshop with a lot of like healing crystals and stuff like that. And you know, I was at a phase in my life, well, I am still at a phase in my life. I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to bring forth any positive energy that I can. I don't need anything negative in my life. I'm not for all the negative energy. So this is a book called Crystals for Beginners: The Guide to Get Started with Healing Powers of Crystals by Karen+frazier. This book is very informative. It like shows a lot of ways you can use crystals. It shows you how to like take care of your crystals. It shows you the different kind of crystals and their healing power. It like shows you basically how to meditate with healing crystals and how to basically use them to get a better outlook on life. And you know we need that. We need some positive vibes, sis. You already know, sis or bro. You already know. Oh, check my flow. Oh. No, but we definitely need energy, like that good positive vibes coming everywhere towards us and surrounding us. Okay, we don't got time for none of that, especially with Rona going around. Hello. Honestly, from being in the store, from buying it in the store, like from being in the store, I left feeling so like excited about life. Like I've never felt more excited about life. Like I felt like I was high type shit. Like I was really high on life, literally, after leaving the store with like this. And I got some healing crystals. I got like some bracelets. I don't have them on me right now because I take them off when I get in the shower, but I have my healing crystals, like my bracelets. I had a necklace. I bought a couple necklaces, and I was ready. Okay, and it lasted for about like 2 or 3 days after that. But I definitely recommend this. I don't know if they sell it at a lot of like every other bookstore, but I can, you know, I'm gonna leave like the shop that I went to in the description box below, so you guys can go when Rona ends, because I don't want y'all to leave going out. I don't know if it's open, but if it is, you don't need to be out there. Stay home. Anyways, but yeah, so I definitely recommend if you are interested in like spiritual thing, everything spiritual, you know, and thinking about getting into crystals and everything. I totally recommend it. This book is something that my aunt recommended to me. Now I haven't read this one. This one I have not read yet because I was like preoccupied with all the other series. This book called The Dragonlords Daughters by Beatrice Small. My aunt recommended this book to me and she swore up and down this was one of the good books. But this is like I think this is like a series, but this is just the first book to a series. I'm not sure, but yeah, I felt like it's gonna be pretty good when I do decide to read it. I feel like it's gonna be pretty good, but I don't know. Anyway, those are like the single books that I have that, you know, I've read some of them, but these are like all the single books that I have that like aren't series. Now it's time for the exciting part. Yay! Okay, I don't even know where to begin, guys. I don't have all my series because, like I said, all the other books that I have are locked away. These are like my top favorites and most recently finished. One of them I haven't finished yet. I just have one book left to go and I haven't gotten around to it because I started other series. So I don't know where to begin. Where do I begin? Where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, I'm gonna start with one that I think that a lot of people already know about. I don't know if a lot of people, it did pretty good, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about it, but it's the Crazy Rich Asian series. Crazy Rich Asians. Wait, hold on. I had to put it nice. The Crazy Rich Asian series. Now these books, they are, well, I think I put them in the wrong order, but they are pretty good and they're very informative. I learned a lot about Asian culture, a lot about the Asian culture, and from these books, and how like really prestigious families live and how like their views on everything, damn near everything, is. Well, the first book is called obviously Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. Now, I seen the movie first before I read the book. I didn't even know it was a book. So if you've seen the movie, it's pretty much the same. The only difference I would say is the fact that, you know, it has more information about each family member and each kind of family and how they live. And, you know, the Asian culture, like a lot of the characters, they kind of give you like a little bit of a backstory on how and why they act the way that they act, or how they got to their position, blah blah blah. And it's like a lot of funny things in here. It was very funny and as well as very informative, but it was also the love story. Oh, amazing. First of all, in the movie, let's talk about the movie for a minute. In the movie, oh my god, that wedding scene, I was brought to tears. That was the most beautiful. I never seen anything like that. A bride walking on water to her husband, but she was like a swan walking. Y'all telling me y'all didn't see that scene and cry? Love whoever you feel, like love whoever you feel and be happy. Like that's the main focus in life. But other people view it as like, you know, being successful and having a lot of money and being the best and on the top of everything is what's more important than anything else. You know what I mean? So it kind of gave me a perspective on how the other side lives, because I'm poor. China Rich Girlfriend. This is based on like before they get married and all like the problems that they deal with people who are trying to stop the wedding, basically, and what they have to deal with, you know, when it comes to like people that are against, like people are so against them getting married and him choosing her over his family fortune, which was a lot of money. All right, when I tell you a lot of money, a lot of money. Anyways, he chose love over money. Okay, he chose love. I want to love like that, but then again I don't, because I kind of want my man to have money, but not too much money. But then again, I won't complain if you do. I don't want to say too much and like ruin everything for you guys, so I'm just gonna like, again, leaving it in the description box below, because now, let me see, Nicholas, his name is Nicholas. This book is fucking crazy, okay? Shit gets real in this fucking book, okay? Shit gets real in this book. Now, this book basically is the third and final book to the series of Rich People. It's called Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan. This is basically based on like their, you know, the grandmother who has all the monies, all the moolahs, all the cha-chings. She about to die. And you already know everybody's coming. Everybody comes to see who she gonna name as the heir to all her shit, including the house, the money, the company, everything. And you know, everybody coming. Everybody trying to sabotage each other, trying to get that money and try to like put dirt on people's names so they don't get the money. You know what I mean? You see how to what extent people will go to for money. All right, you know how like on Facebook they'll have those, would you punch your mom for like $1 million, or would you like punch your best friend, or kick somebody, an old lady, or kill a puppy for fucking $10,000 or $1 million or some shit like that? This is basically that. People doing a little strange stuff, for when people change. Okay, that's what they do. That's what they doing. Anyways, next series. Now this series is very new to me. This is like, I've never had heard of this author. Never heard of this author at all. Like, and I was kind of skeptical to even get the book in the first place, but I thank God. God was like, give it a chance. God told me give it a chance, and I gave it a chance, and I bought the whole fucking series, bitch. Anyways, this series is the what is it? I said the photograph. Wow. The Selection series. One of the books I lent to my friend, like the first one I lent to my friend, she wanted like to, you know, try some new books and everything, so I told her I'll give her one of the series that I had, and she didn't give back. So Selena, if you're watching this, give me back my book, bitch. I love you, but give me my book, cause she ain't even read it. I'll bet you right now she ain't even read it, and it's just sitting collecting dust at her house. I want my book back, bitch. Thank you. But anyways, the first book is called The Selection. That book brought tears to my eyes. Okay, it's like basically about a girl. It's like it seemed like the vibe I got was kind of like post-apocalyptic or like post-war kind of vibes, and like they have everybody ranked in different classes, and you know, and it's basically a like majority of the whole entire town or the whole entire kingdom is poor. So you know, they, in order to like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, they have this thing called the selection, is where when the prince or the princess come of age, they have like a contest. They take 5 girls from each ranking group, like rank to each class. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think. And they take 5 girls from each, and they bring them to the castle. You know, it's a big castle, so it got mad rooms. So it brings them to the castle, and they all basically have to play a game. Not play a game, but like basically win this prince's heart. And whoever wins at the end, like they do eliminations and everything, whoever wins at the end gets the husband, gets the prince's hand in marriage. If he chooses, he has to choose, of course. And you know, they do everything on TV. So this is like a reality TV, like Love is Blind, something like that, or like, you know, like The Bachelorette type shit. Like it's something like that basically. And it gets crazy in this book. Like the main character, she don't even want to be there. All right, she don't even want to be there, but you already know. Second one is The Elite, and in The Elite, I think this is where the last like 6 girls are there. And you know, competition gets real heavy. Competition get real hot. I read this book in a day. I bought it the day, like I think it was on a Sunday. I bought it and I went to work the next day and I read it at work, and I was reading on my lunch break, and I read the book in a day. I was done with the book. And with that one, and then there's the one for like the wedding is this one, when it's the daughter, their daughter, whoever wins, not gonna tell you who wins, is the one that their daughter is like the one to do in this election series. And she technically would be the first one to do, like, it would, they never did one with a female. It was always males. So there was that one, and then the last one is where, you know, basically she chooses which one she wants to get. So there's that. And that's a really, I truly recommend it. I'm gonna try to see if there's any other books by her, Kira Cass, and I'm gonna try to give it a shot, because I literally, you know, wasn't gonna pick any of these books. I wasn't gonna pick this book, like the series. Seemed a little boring, a little bit, but I gave it a chance. I loved it. Totally recommend. There's a lot of books. I don't got all of them because I'm still kind of currently reading them, but it'll be the Throne of Glass series. Throne of Glass series. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, because I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but the Throne of Glass series is amazing. Okay, I'm currently reading I'm on the 5th book, and I think there's like about 7, so I got 2 more books to read, but I'm on the 5th book, and I love it. Like, first of all, hold on, because I don't think I said it. This series was so good. I finished this whole entire series in, which book was it? I was like so into this book, and I was like, this is mad good. Like, it's really good. Okay. The Throne of Glass series. Oh, the Throne of Glass series is really good. She came out, I think she came out with this book first, the Assassin Blade first, and then the Throne of Glass, or was it the other way? No, I think she came out with the Throne of Glass, and then, so yeah, it was mad backwards, because my aunt told me she came out with the Throne of Glass, which is technically the 2nd book, and then came out with Assassin Blade, which is the 1st book technically, even though it came out after this book. Confusing, I know, but it's whatever. This book, amazing. It's amazing. You meet the main character, you see where her circumstances are. She tries to change her circumstances, and then loses somebody that she really like cares about, and it makes her into a bitch. Period. The Throne of Glass series. So basically, you'll see a synopsis of who she really is, because she a motherfucking queen. She basically goes to jail for something she did in the 1st book, for basically disobeying orders that were given to her. So she basically got shitted on and ended up in jail. And you know, it's just based on like back in the day, like way back in the day. So the prison's different. They're basically slaves in prison. That's the difference between now prison and then prison. He's basically a slave. You know, she had to give them help because she's just that bitch. And you know, eventually she leaves because like the king is like hosting this competition, who could be the king's champion, I I guess you could say. So like basically his hitman, and she has to go into this competition, and then that's when she learns about her past, about the past of her ancestors, and she basically has to try, like she basically learns a lot about what kind of world she's living in right now. Like it's like, you know how like when you're a kid you don't really get what the heck is going on in the world, like how fucking fucked up it is. This is what it's going, this is what happens to her. She basically figures out the fucking world is a fucking piece of shit. Like shit is about to go to shit. This book is basically her journey to becoming the prince's champion, I mean the king's champion. Then there's the Crown of Midnight. The Crown of Midnight. So basically the Crown of Midnight, in this one she's the king's champion. She ends up, you know, giving up her assassin ways when she's in prison. So she ends up at the castle. So she's killing off the king's enemies and whoever the king basically sends her off to kill, while trying to defeat him. So she tries to like figure out a way that she can defeat him and kill his ass and send him to the grave early. But then she kind of falls in love with someone, I'm not gonna say who, and I don't like him anymore. He's a dub. Anyways, she finds love after her first love was taken from her. Kind of get attached to characters pretty easily, but I was tight. This nigga got me tight. This dude got me tight in the book. Like, he got me so mad I didn't want to read it for like, I didn't read it for like a good 2 days. I had to give myself a break because I had to calm down. Secret ends up coming out on what she's doing, and her best friend gets killed. And, you know, she fucking loses it. She fucking loses her fucking mind until she finds whoever killed her best friend. Like, she's on the run. She's on the roll. She's ready. I don't want to tell you guys too much, but I want to tell you enough that you will want to read it, I guess. But I don't want to tell you like too much and then ruin it, because I can't really say I hate. I don't like care if people ruin things. I like to know things though. Like, I like to know, you know, what happens, and I want to read how that came about, you know? Like, I want to know how it came to that point in the book. So I don't know if you guys are like that, and I don't want to ruin everything for you guys. So I'm, you know, giving you like a glimpse into the book. This book, The Heir of Fire. In this book, she basically goes and supposedly goes to kill the person that she was sent to kill. She ends up going to her aunt, who is a bitch. That bitch fucking psycho, okay? Her mom was trying to keep her from that bitch because she's fucking crazy. Aunt basically sets her up with this guy who is one of her henchmen, who is supposed to help her manage her powers, because, excuse me, and where she was originally at, like where she was, they didn't have any magic over there. So where she is now, they have tons of magic. So now she is trying to figure out how her magic works, how to like you know, how to use it, how to, you know, control it and everything like that. And this guy teaches her, and at first they so mean to each other, but then they end up like, yeah, I end up liking him. That's like my baby or whatever. You know, taking back control over her title and like, you know, trying to like fix everything, like fix the world, because she knows that, you know, it's going to shit. There's like an evil people trying to take over everything, and she's like, no, we're not gonna have that. Not here, about to save the world, bitch. Basically, she's supposed to save the world, so she starts going on this journey to save the world and all of that, and that's where the journey starts, and it gets really good. It gets better after that. Then this is the book that I'm up to. This one, I have not finished it, but it's bomb. It's bomb. Some more characters come into play. Okay, more characters come in, and you get to see basically her evolve into this badass queen bitch that she always was, but kind of doubted herself to being. You know what I mean? She real smart too, and she real smart. She be knowing. She just be knowing. But I love it so far. Like, I'm almost done. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, I'm almost done with it. Almost done. And then I'm off to the next one. I have to order it now because I can't go to Barnes & Nobles and just pick up the book myself. Goddamn Rona. She was denied the throne because she went back home to where she lived, and they told her she couldn't be queen because she was assassin, and she was like, she left them for dead and everything like that, even though she was a kid when everything went to shit, but they didn't care about that. But yeah, so she's trying to save the world so she could throw it in their face like, oh, I saved the world. Who you telling me I can't have my crown? Who you telling? Who you telling they can't have their crown? Not me, bitch. I saved the world. Give my fucking crown before I burn you to smithereens. That's what she said. She gonna fuck them niggas up. Cause you know it's men. It's always men. Men always try to put us down. Not all men though. But most men always try to put us down, tell us we can't do shit. But she about to save the world, bitch. What you doing? Just sitting there doing nothing, looking at me, looking at you. Anyways. Yes, but I love it so far. You know, and it's very suspenseful. Like, a lot of the stuff, I'll be like, yo, like, no, like, you have to know this. Like, and it's like, you know how you know certain things that the character needs to know, and you wish you could be like, listen, I was reading this part and they told me this. Because I hate the suspense, like, of them not knowing, like me knowing information that they don't know what they should know, and I hate that so much. So I'm like trying, I'll be having to take a break because that should be getting me tight. But anyways, that concludes this video. That is all the books that I have to offer you guys, other than my Harry Potter books, which you guys, y'all already know what Harry Potter is, okay? Y'all already know about Harry Potter. I don't gotta tell y'all. But besides my Harry Potter books, that's almost all the books that I have, you know? So make sure you click on that post notification bell so you get notified every time that I post. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see more book videos and any more videos, because I have a couple books coming in the mail, so I'm gonna probably be doing a book haul soon. Don't even know. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time.